How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the N-scale layout that's been owned by my good friends and built by them as well, of course. Today I'm bringing you a special video. This is a review of the brand new Broadway Limited ES44 in their N-series, N-scale Stealth Series, which means it's not DCC or sound included, but it is DCC ready. So you can drop in a decoder of your choice and be off to the races. But here's a comparison between a Kato Florida East Coast ES44 and the Rock Island ES44 by Broadway Limited. Just a couple of details to note here. First and foremost, if we get it to focus, is, well, let's get focused here. There we go. There's a difference in the rails. They have a different shape between the Kato and the Broadway Limited, which is nothing to really be concerned about. It's just a nice little change in the detail. But in terms of the features and the graphics on the body shell, as well as panel lines and panel indications and small details, very comparable to the quality we know and love from Kato, but now we have a new entrant into the game of N-scale ES44s without sound. And you can see this is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful paint scheme. Got the Iowa Interstate logo on the front, and then comparing back here to the Kato. Excellent unit in terms of its appearance. But how does it work and how well does it run? So a couple things to note. First up, right now this unit is pulling my 41 car Kato Gard-N Coltrane. I've got 33 Norfolk Southern Gard-Ns and 8 BNSF Gard-Ns comprising this train. So it's very long and it's very heavy. And you'll notice this locomotive does not appear to be having much in the way of difficulty dragging this entire train by itself. So it does have pulling power very comparable to Kato. So these locomotives, provided the unit you get doesn't have any issues out of the gate, these are strong, powerful locomotives. You can pull big, huge trains with them with just one unit. As you can see, all through here. It's a big, heavy train. However, there is one flaw with this unit, and depending on how important it is to you, this may be a deal breaker. But the headlights, by comparison, and ditch lights also, by comparison to a Kato unit, are incredibly dim. There is not much light throw from this unit at all. But in keeping with what BLI does, the cab does light up. And because this unit is DCC ready, the headlights, I believe the ditch lights and the cab lights are all individually controllable, which may be why there is a discrepancy in the brightness. You can see as we go to night mode here, the cab itself is essentially brighter than the headlights, which, again, depending on your preferences, may not be to your liking. The lit up cab, gotta say, it's a nice change of pace, nice unique feature for this unit by comparison to the unlit cabs of Kato locomotives. But for my taste, I would much rather have a brighter LED than, or brighter headlight, I'm sorry, than a lit up cab. Also, the number boards on this unit are not lit. Well, they are, but barely. You can just barely make out at the top of the locomotive a little bit of light bleed in those boards. So not the same degree to how Kato does things. So with that headlight discrepancy being the only real fault I can find with this locomotive, I'm going to give this thing a 4.5 out of 5, mostly because of the quality of the paint scheme and the pulling power. Did not know what to expect from Broadway Limited. I don't have much experience with their locomotives. However, I am extremely impressed with the Kato levels of power this locomotive has, because we ran the same train with my uniquely fast Kato-9. I think it's about a 10-year-old unit, maybe 7 or 8 years old. And then also my brand new Kato CSX ES44, and all 3 locomotives pulled this entire train without a problem. So I have to say, in general, I'm impressed with BLI's Stealth Series. I plan to add more to my fleet, but I hope at some point with future issues of these locomotives, with more paint schemes coming out, that they address their electric issues with the headlight to brighten it up, get that more in line with the quality of Kato headlights, or in some way maybe improve the diffusion on it so you get a much brighter throw of light from the headlight, because again, that's really the only flaw I can find with this unit, is the very dim headlight, which reminds me of the largely ineffectual headlight from Fox Valley models in their ES44s. But again, beautiful paint scheme, great pulling power, and a very welcome addition to my fleet from Broadway Limited. And I want to say to Broadway Limited, thank you very much for doing these units in Stealth Series, because not all of us out here like DCC or need or have a desire for sound. So to have these units available without DCC or sound, native but ready for those who want to do that, is really quite nice. Thank you so much for watching YouTube. We'll see you next time.